Good morning, dear children. Today we are continuing the chapter French Revolution. In the last session, we discussed about the situation and the division of French society and also about the tax system. Okay, children, today we are continuing the chapter. In the previous session, I have told you the three estates and the taxes which were paying by the third estate. So, we know that the Louis XVI, the King of France, is facing so many problems. Okay, so the next we are continuing these problems or continuing these situations in the France. So the next problem faced by the France King Louis XVI is the population. In 1715 the population of France is 23 million, and when it reaches to 1789 the population increases to 28 million. So here we can see the period between 1715 and 1789, the population roses to 23 million to 28 million. So as per the population increases, the production doesn't increase, or the production of the products couldn't increase as per the population increases. As a result, the price of each product rises. We know that if the production is not possible or if the production is not going on smoothly, the prices will be automatically it will be raised. So when the population increases, as per the population increases, the production doesn't increase. As a result, the price of each product rise in France. Even the common people are not able to buy the basic food, that is bread, because of the increase of price. Here the French people or the France common people or the common food of France is bread. Even though the common people, they couldn't buy even a slice of bread with with their production or with their money, because the production or the production is not going on smoothly, and the population is increases. As a result, the prices also rise, so that the people are suffering a lot with the lots of problem. That one is the high population, second is the price is rising, and third is more taxes imposing on each and every product. Now we can discuss about the middle class people of France. That is, the middle class people are the strong members of French society. They were rich people, educated people, aware with new ideas, and demanded society based on equality. They are rich people, but they are not as per the clergy and nobility. So the middle class people, we know that the first, second and third estate, the third estate people is also known as the middle class people. They are huge, they were big businessmen and court officials, etc., etc. So they are known as middle class people. As per the opinion of middle class people, they demanded that the privileges should not be given by birth. That is, clergy and nobilities, that these two peoples are having privileges by birth itself. So, as per the middle class people's opinion, that privilege should not be given to the nobilities and clergies by birth. It should be, the privileges should be given by the merit only. That is, it should be based on education only. If the people is having much of education, or if the people is having a good merit situation, they can allotted, or they can allotted to the higher positions of the government. That is the opinion of middle class people. This ideas is promoted by the great philosophers like Rousseau, Montesquieu and John Locke. These three peoples or these three philosophers were the famous philosophers at that time. So the ideas of middle class people, which idea? That the privileges should be given by, or the privileges should be allotted to the educated people or merit people or skilled peoples. That idea is promoted by the great philosophers like Rousseau, Montesquieu, and John Locke. So these people are the people's opinion, or these three philosophers' opinion is the same as the middle class people. So far, the king has to take the proper decision because of the poor people are suffering a lot. Now, the French society is based on inequality. Now, at this present situation, the French society is facing on a inequality position. Again, back to the tax system. We are going back to the tax system, that is, the king alone cannot take the decision to increase or decrease the tax. Even though the king is ruling the entire France, but the king alone can't take any decisions about tax increasing or tax decreasing. That is, he has to take the permission from Estates General. That is the main point of the French Revolution, or that is the main point, that is Estates General. Estates General is the political body of France. France is also having a political body that is known as Estates General. So, the king Louis XVI want to take the permission from Estates General people, that is first estate, second estate and third estate. These three categorizations itself is known as the Estates Generals. The members of the Estates General are the people of France, same as the estates, that is first estate, second estate and third estate. That means the first estate people contains 300 members and the second estate people contains 300 members and the third estate peoples contain 600 members. That when we look at this numerical values, we know that first estate is having 300 members, second estate is having 300 members and third estate is having 600 members. So the people are huge, or lots of people are including in third estate, and each estate is having one vote. That means one estate having one vote. First and second estate is joined together, so they will be able to win. That is, they are taking the decision of tax. But the third estate people demanded that each members should have one vote each. That is, they agreed probably, that is not agreed. If that is agreed, probably the first estate or the third estate will be one, and they will be having the first position because there are 600 members. Then in third estate there are 600 members, so they demanded for the each vote, or each member should have one vote each. Then hence the third estate peoples boycotted the meeting and assembled in the nearby court because they demanded this one vote system. Each member should have one vote, that is demanded on the front, in front of the Louis XVI, who was the king of France. But the king refused the demand, and as per the agitation, the peoples, or the common peoples, boycotted the meeting and assembled in the nearby tennis court and declared themselves as the National Assembly. The main target of National Assembly is they needed a written constitution. That is, demanding this people that the written constitution should be given for, or the written constitution should be there for the common peoples or for the entire French society. Demanding this, the people marched to the Bastille Fort with anger towards the king, and after agitations, the people destroyed Bastille Fort on the 14th of July 1789. In 1789, 14th of July, the people who are agitating towards the Bastille Fort, which was the famous fort that is the King Louis XVI is living on, and they destroyed that entire fort and on July 14, 1789, and it was celebrated as the National Day of France. So 14th of July 1789 is considered as or celebrated as the National Day of France. After that incident, the king realized that the people are very serious regarding to their demand. The people are very serious to their demand, and the people after the agitation or after the breaking of or destroying of Bastille fort, the king came to know that the people are very strong or the people are very serious regarding their demand and about the constitution. Finally, the king accepted the demand of the people and the king gave permission of voting and constitution. That finally, after this agitations and on, finally the Louis XVI, the King of France, came to know that the people are very, very serious about their demand. The demand was they need a constitution or they need a written constitution and they want the equality position of the France. Finally, the king accepted the demand. That means they will be having a written constitution and a voting system. That means 600 members having each vote, or 600 members is having one vote each, then there will be 600 votes. Probably the third state will be having 600 votes. The first state is only having 300 votes and the second state is also having 300 votes. So finally the king accepted the demand of the people and the king gave permission of voting and the constitution. Now, after the implementation of constitution, the special privilege of clergy and nobles are abolished. Now, the clergy and nobles want to pay the tax also, and the land under control of church is under the government. Because of these changes, government gets 2 billions of money which can be paid back to the lenders, or now the France can pay back the liabilities. So even the constitution is written and the nobilities and clergies is also paying the tax now. So the amount of tax is collected and it is given to the government, and the France government can pay back their loans. Which was the loans? That is, they helped the USA in a crucial situation. So this can be reback, or that can be pay back to the liabilities, or the liabilities can be paid back. So children, here we are winding up this session. We can have it next time. Okay.